Spreading all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the South Carolina Gamecocks Dynasty here on College Football 26. Today is the day. Today we play a college football semifinal game. We are the defending national champions, and we are looking to repeat. But to repeat, we got to get through the number 4 ranked UCLA Bruins in the Sugar Bowl. I think we can do it, but it's not going to be easy. So if you're going to enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe, channel, join the Juice Club. Let's go see if next episode is going to be the national championship or if it's going to be the off season. So here we are, week 3 out of 4 of bowl season, I should say, not week season. We're number 1 in the bracket and number 1 in the standings, obviously. This is what the bracket looks like. Last episode, we took on Arizona State in the Orange Bowl. We beat them. Barely, but we beat them. I think it was actually not as close of a game as the stat line shows or the score line shows, but we beat them. UCLA destroyed Tulane in the Cotton Bowl, so that's how they play us. And then Georgia and Penn State play in the Rose Bowl to decide the other player or the other team that will play for a national title in the next episode. Hopefully, we're in the national championship game. But it all comes down to how we play against the Bruins. There's really not much else to talk about. I mean, we won the Heisman Trophy. You already know what the team looks like. Lenore Sellers has been a beast this year. Isaiah Auguste has been a fantastic player. Obviously, Nick Harbor's a 2-time Heisman Trophy winner, so we know how good he's been playing. Jared Johnson's been a stud at linebacker. I hope he comes back for another season. And then we've had 2 unbelievable edge rushers in Colin Simmons and Dylan Stewart. So, I mean, you know what the team looks like. You know what the team's been doing. There's really nothing else to do. We can't talk about recruiting just yet because we're not at signing day. There's really only one thing left to do, and that's play the game against UCLA and hopefully win the game against UCLA. Can we do it? I think we can, but I mean, UCLA is good. They killed Tulane, but maybe that's just because Tulane wasn't good enough. I don't know. We're definitely good enough, so we'll see how UCLA is, see if they're tough. Hopefully they're not, and hopefully we can win this game and go to the national championship. The All-State Sugar Bowl College Football Playoff Semifinal, UCLA versus South Carolina. I'm hoping we can play pretty well. I have no idea who's on this UCLA team. This is year number 2 of South Carolina Dynasty, so I don't know if Nico is still here, or if he left, transferred again maybe, or if he went to the NFL. I don't know how old he is. I think he might be a sophomore in real life. So probably sophomore red shirt. So he's probably a junior red shirt at this point. So he might be gone already. I don't remember. I guess we'll find out when we go on offense. Or he could have transferred again. That's always a possibility. So I don't know how good this UCLA offense is going to be. I mean, they've obviously been pretty good. They won 12 games, including probably the Big Ten title. Although I think Ohio State won the Big Ten title, actually. because I think Ohio State was the 2 seed. So they're not Big Ten champions, but they are a pretty solid team, and they're stopping the run pretty heavily right now. It's an all Big Ten SEC Final Four, because it's us and Georgia, and then it's UCLA and Penn State. So it's an all Big Ten SEC Final Four, which is kind of how you expect it to be. The 2 best conferences in the country would have the 4 best teams, or the 4 final teams, I guess I should say. Can I scramble for a first down here? Lenoris just has enough speed to get the first down. I was a little worried he was going to get caught right there, but he just, just had enough speed to get that first down. That was real close. And then Isaiah Augustave, look at the big man rumble. Isaiah Augustave, 4 carries, 26 yards. A lot of that's come on 2 of his carries. The other 2 have been shut down for nothing, really. And now Hakeem Iheanacho's in the game, and he will get shut down after a gain of 1. Why are both the College Bowl semifinal games going on at the same time? I just realized that the, the Penn State-Georgia game is in the first quarter. Why is that game going on at the same time? That makes absolutely no sense. Why would that game not be going on later in the day? Does this game not realize TV revenue and primetime spots on television? It's going to be a holding call. It's not even a touchdown anyway. I'm so tired of holding calls, man. So tired. It's Ernest Green III, one of our transfer players from this past offseason. I'm so very tired of holding calls. Now, that one doesn't necessarily matter because it was an incomplete pass anyway, but this one is a touchdown to Nick Harbor. They didn't have any safety help over the top. They were really committed to the run or the screen, either one. But Nick Harbor goes deep, as he usually does, and Lenoris Sellers drills him right in the breadbasket. Beautiful ball from Lenoris, and he delivers a touchdown pass of all touchdown passes. We lead 7-0. We took a lot of time off the first quarter clock. We looked very dominant. Now I'm curious to see how the defense does. Is the defense going to be dominant today? Big hit, but he holds on to the football. Who's this UCLA quarterback? They've got Devin Dampier. So it's no longer Nico Iamaleava. I don't know how to say the name. Rocky Maivia. I don't know. It's no longer Nico. And it's Devin Dampier, who I think is a transfer, if I'm not mistaken. So he's the quarterback of this Bruins squad, and he's got them to the College Football semifinal. How good is he going to be? Probably pretty good. He's got a star under his name, so he's a pretty solid developing player. We got a lot of stars underneath our guys, too. It's a keeper, and Dampier's got a lot of room. He takes a hit stick, but he bounces off of it. Shocker, I know. You can't believe that he took a hit stick and bounced off. I can't either. I'm stunned. I'm flabbergasted. A player in an EA Sports video game bounced off a hit stick and didn't even register? That was a one-handed snatch, by the way, by that running back. Javian Thomas, the running back, makes a one-handed snag out of the air. Not on my bingo card. Quick little RPO. Get there, Coy Parrish. Look at the man. The big man tackle. He had 4 touchdowns in the last game, so Devin Dampier is probably a pretty contentious player. Oh, that's a great throw. Just really good timing on the route. We could be in for a battle. We could definitely be in for a battle here. Under 30 seconds. I really needed the ball to be held a little bit longer. If the ball is held, it's a sack, because Colin Simmons was about to get in on him. But Devin did a good job. He got that ball away. There's a good shot that if we win this game, and if Georgia wins their game against Penn State, it's going to be a rematch of the SEC championship. Which would mean it would be the 3rd time we've played Georgia this season, which is kind of crazy. That'd be the first time in channel history we've ever played a team 3 times in one season. But obviously, we got to get through this game against UCLA first before we even think about that. End of the first quarter. UCLA is driving, but it's still 7-0. but I'm a little bit nervous. Hip bursitis for Kilgore. He's going to be coming back. What even is hip bursitis? Is it just like a bruise or something on your hip? Yep. Screen pass. Jair Johnson's right there. He's blowing that up. God, he's so good. I hope he comes back. He's only a junior, so there is a possibility that he comes back. I really hope that he does, because he's going to be the captain of that defense next year. Especially if Stewart and Simmons both go to the NFL. That was a screen that didn't go well. Miscommunication on that one from Devin Dampier. And it brings up a 3rd and 12. This is an early spot. And Dylan Stewart with the sack of Dampier, forcing the field goal. Dylan Stewart comes up huge. That's a massive sack. We needed that big. That's a big, big sack. It's a tough spot, though. It's going to go up, and it is good. But, hey, holding them to 3 points when they looked almost guaranteed to score a touchdown, I'll take it. I'll take it. Georgia's up 14-0 on Penn State, by the way. I'm still shocked that they have both games going at the same time. Why would you? Wouldn't you want fans to watch both games? Why would you make them choose what game you're going to have them watch? Makes no sense. But I'm not the one scheduling the game times. All right, we looked real good on our first drive. Let's continue to look good on this drive. Although they really stopped us right there. I'm halfway tempted just to keep chucking it to Nick Harbor. He actually has this. I was kind of half joking there, but Nick Harbor's got this. Nick Harbor down the field. Nobody covered him, and it's another touchdown for Nick Harbor. The Heisman Trophy winner, I'm sorry, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner, has his 2nd touchdown of the game. Nobody covered him. I mean, I was just joking because I saw these two guys up here, and I thought they would both follow him, but they don't. The safety goes over here to double on Mazio, and then this guy breaks into the box. I don't know what he's doing, which leaves Nick Harbor wide open and forces this other safety to have to track the entire length of the field. Nobody was ever going to catch Nick, and he just has an easy touchdown as long as Sellers delivers a beautiful ball, and of course, Lenoris does. So, not quite sure what the game plan was for... Not quite sure what the game plan was for UCLA right there, but I'm happy that they did it that way because it leads to a big-time bomb and another touchdown for the Gamecocks. We lead 14-0. He's got 2 catches for 110 yards and 2 touchdowns. Harbor might have a career day today. If they don't want to cover, Nick Harbor might go for 500 yards. There's a legit possibility. We'll send this ball away, and we will go back on defense. Back on the defense. Only allowing 3 points that drive was pretty good. Obviously, I would have preferred to allow no points, but I'll take 3 especially when we get a sack to push them deeper into field goal range. Little RPO gets them 5 yards. I'm tired of them getting the ball away too quickly. That is something I wish the CPU didn't do, was throw the ball immediately as they snap it, because it just takes away so many different sack opportunities. That is a tackle and a good first down by Dampier. Seems like they got a decent offense. I can definitely see why they only lost 1 game and are so good of a team. Look at that tackle. Big time play by Sean Murphy. Playing in possibly his final game. If we lose this, it will be his final game. 2nd and 11, but I want to play in one more game after this. Another national championship. And they called him down there. I don't know if his knee touch? Oh, his knee might have touched. His knee might have touched very quickly, but it looked like he stayed on his feet. Oh, that's right over the top of our linebacker's head. It was over Sean Murphy's head. If Sean Murphy would just lift his arms up, he might have been able to knock it down or maybe even pick it off. But now UCLA is in a dangerous spot again. They continue to be threatening, and I don't like it. We were able to contain them to a field goal last time. Dampier's going to scramble. Johnson's right there. He was watching him. He was spying the quarterback the whole time. He knew what to do, and he went and made the play. Only getting 2 yards for Dampier. Don't let him get out in space. Okay, he got a yard out of that. He probably should have lost a couple yards. And we've pushed it to a 3rd and 7. One more big play. One more big play. It's not going to happen on there, but it's going to be a scramble for the quarterback, and he goes down. So once again, UCLA looks like they have a promising drive going until they get close to the red zone, and then the defense tightens up, and we force a field goal attempt, which they will make, but the defense is playing pretty well. At least they're playing really, really good bend, don't break defense is what's going on right now. And I'm happy with that. I mean, I'll take bend, don't break, because bend, don't break can win championships. As long as we're not playing break defense, then we can win a championship. We can beat this UCLA team. And we've already proven we can beat Georgia because we beat them twice already. Please press on Nick Harbor so I can bomb it to him again. That'd be pretty sick nasty. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to chuck this to a wide open receiver in Dorian Fleming that had no chance of being caught. It had no business being caught. It was caught. That's a disgusting throw from Lenore Sellers. That's what we're going to be losing if he goes to the draft this year. Oh, you got to throw that block. That would have been super awesome if you could have. That kind of pure athleticism and just absolute arm talent is something we won't have in 2028, right? 2028, 2027, whatever year it is, next year, year 3. Because if Sellers goes to the draft, it's going to be either Aaron Nolan or Felix Coatney. And they're both cool, but they're young, unproven, and they don't have the talent that Lenore Sellers has. At least not right now. So the offense could take a step back, you could say, in year 3. I guess we'll have to find out. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll take a step up. Maybe whoever I choose to be the starter, whether it's Nolan or Coatney, maybe one of them will be better than Lenore's ever was. That's a possibility. Probably would have been more awesome if you dropped that, Fleming. Catching it's cool, but it might have been better to drop it. UCLA is using their timeouts. I might scramble up here with Sellers. Take an easy touchdown on the ground. Lenore Sellers scores, and we have a commanding lead. It is 21-6. The Gamecocks came to fight. We are here to dominate the Sugar Bowl, add another trophy to our trophy cabinet, and play for a 2nd straight national title. And be the first team since Georgia to win back-to-back. And speaking of Georgia, they're winning 21-7 over, or 21-0 over Penn State, by the way. So if everything goes the way that it is, it's going to be 3rd matchup against Georgia in this season, which is just kind of crazy to think about. Penn State has not stood a chance. Dampier's going to scramble. I knew he was going to get away. He got rocked by Jared Johnson. He holds on to the football. I didn't think that hit stick was going to actually work. Because when does it ever work? They have one timeout and they're under a minute. Come on, Stewart, get there. He couldn't get there. Oh, that's dropped. Okay. Whew, that was close. Murphy on the coverage. He's not the greatest cover linebacker in the world, but he was able to stay there. Maybe it worked because it was not a good enough ball. It was slightly off target. That's a good tackle. Jair Johnson playing good coverage. And we forced to a 3rd and 10. And we're going to bring the Demon. Demon Clowney ready to go. He's going to go for it all, but it's out of bounds, it looks like. And it is out of bounds. 4th and 10. They're going to punt it away with 36 seconds left. I mean, you've seen me deep ball it to Nick Harbor. That's a risky play call right here. They will send it away to us. Bennett's back to return after getting roughed up on the kick return at the beginning of the game. I mean, you've seen me do this plenty of times before, and now you're going to give me a chance to do it again? I'm going to send Nick Harbor on a slot fade. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't work. But all you can do is try. Harbor. Intercepted. I hate myself. I shouldn't have tried that. The slot fade hasn't been there all year. I don't know why I thought it would be there now. I should have just went with a traditional vertical or something. That's off the hands of the running back. I should have just went with a regular vertical route or something. The slot fade has not been there all year. I don't know why it was going to be there now. So that's a stupid decision by me. They go out of the backfield of the running back. He catches this time. And they use their final timeout. 13 seconds left. But it's going to be 3rd and 8. Very strange play calling from UCLA. Get to him, get to him, get to him, get to him, get to him. He's got way too much time. Dylan Stewart in coverage. He picked it off. Dylan Stewart has it. Dylan Stewart dropped back in coverage and snagged an interception. That's not on my bingo card. How did you do this, Dylan? How did you do this? So he drops back in coverage. He started to rush, then he drops back. Quarterback has plenty of time. He decides to fire it in here. Stewart reads it the whole way. Puts his big mitts on it, but it bounces, and then it suctions into his hand. Look at that. It goes from here, all the way over here. And he holds on, but he thinks he dropped it, so he gets an animation where he puts his hands on his head. Very strange. I'm surprised he didn't fumble. I don't know why he thought he dropped it, but it probably because it starts to be a drop, and then it for some reason suctions into his hand. He catches the pass. It's intercepted. That might be the first career interception for Dylan Stewart. I can't remember a time where he ever dropped back in coverage and picked off a pass before. Because he's an edge rusher. Why would he drop back in coverage? But he did right there, and that might have been his first career interception. At least first interception of the series. I'm not going to throw another interception, so I'm going to just take the run. We'll go to the second half. We are up 21-6 on UCLA. Very sick, very awesome. This has been a very good game for us. Everything but that unfortunate interception I threw has been very good for us. They will start at the 12-yard line. And this Devin Dampierre, man, he's been good, but he hasn't been great. And UCLA needs to be great to beat us. And up to the running back, he's going to get nowhere. Shut down. Could not get to the outside. Doesn't lose anything. He got back to the line of scrimmage, but he could not get anything going there. And it becomes 2nd and 10. It's a quick little screen to the wide receiver, and he's going to get not much. He got 1 yard out of it. I think he juked back and lost a yard. He probably would have had 2 or 3 maybe, but he juked to the side, and I think he juked backwards and gave us a chance. He's going to go deep. 1-on-1. Knock it down. Johnson knocks it down. Tao Johnson. Good job. The transfer from BYU? I can't remember. Duke, maybe? It was some blue school. I can't remember what exactly he transferred from. Mazio returns and doesn't get anything. All right, so let's just keep going. We've done what we needed to do in this game. We've taken this game. We've scored the touchdowns we needed to score. Let's just continue to milk some stuff. I love milking things, so let's go milk some stuff. If we can take 5 minutes off this third quarter clock before scoring again, that'd probably be the ideal situation. I'd even love to take the entire third quarter away. But that's going to be a little tough, especially since we're pretty much at midfield right now. We'd have to go super slow. Harbor will get the first down. Isaiah Chisholm is getting a lot of tackles right now. Let's just keep grinding, baby. Keep on grinding. Only 1 yard for Augustave. Maybe this time they won't read the read option. They won't read the quarterback, at least. They don't read the quarterback, but he kind of still made a play, although Sellers broke the tackle. He got a lot of yards out of that. We've taken it under 4 minutes, almost under 3 minutes to go, so we're doing a good job. Handoff, Augustave. He's not going to get the first down. I got to stop running that play. Doesn't work in East Delaware. It doesn't work in South Carolina. I got to stop running it on that down and distance. Malik Clark's wide open. That's Mazio. I thought it was Malik Clark. It's Mazio Bennett wide open. He gets the first down, continuing this drive and continuing us to drain the clock. We've got it under 3 minutes now. We're doing exactly what I wanted. Augustave slipping the tackle a little bit, gets a yard out of it. And we've taken it under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Brilliant play clock decisions. Brilliant clock management. All kinds of brilliant stuff going on right now. We're about to be under a minute. We are just milking away. Just call me Will McDonald, because I'm milking. We're going to go with it on fourth down, because of course we are. Fire that in. That's Nick Harbor. He catches it like he always does. First down, we continue the drive. That's all you got to do. Sometimes you got to pass it to Nick Harbor every once in a while to get the first down, but every other time you can just keep on running with Isaiah Augustave or Hakeem Ionacho, whoever it is, and we have controlled this game. They want me to just exclusively run RPO. I'm not going to snap it here before the end of the quarter. 21-6 headed to the fourth. We are looking real sexy for another national championship appearance. And it looks like it's going to be a three-peat against Georgia, because they're still in the lead against Penn State. At least the last time they showed it. Yeah, they are still 21-0 over Penn State. Looks like it's going to be a three-fer against the Bulldogs, which is not necessarily something I'm looking forward to. But to win a national title, we'll take on anybody. I'll take on them all. I'm headstrong. And look at Lenore Sellers getting the first down there. I probably could have thrown that to square, but might as well get Lenore some extra rushing yards. And we continue to drain this clock even into the fourth quarter. We are doing a brilliant job. Augustave will not get in, but you know what? That's probably for the best, because it takes even more time off the clock. We are about to be under 5 minutes in this game. This has to be like a 8-minute drive or something like that. Nick Harbor injured on the play. He was blocking, and he picks up an injury. I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm hoping that it's just a little bit of a bruise or something, and he's going to be back soon. As Augustave finally punches it in. It took him a while to get in there. It's hip bursitis. He'll be back. Okay, thank God. We could not afford to have Nick Harbor out for the national title game. 28-6. There's a world where we come back on offense and I put the backups in. That's crazy to think about. In a college football semifinal game, a playoff semifinal, we put the backups in the fourth quarter. But this UCLA team has not been very good. We are just head and shoulders above them. We are head and shoulders, knees and toes above UCLA. They're going to go out to the running back. He's got a little bit of room here. He breaks the first tackle, because they always do, and gets up to the 24. They have not used Javian Thomas that much. They've tried. He dropped a couple passes, I think. At least one. They're going to go with a delayed... It might have been RPO, actually. He stays on his feet. He gets the first... first down. But he's hurt on the play. I don't know if he hurt his ankle on the tackle or something. Maybe we twisted it up a little bit as we brought him down. We wrapped up his ankles. Hard to say. Dampier goes out of the backfield. Spin move out of his... Oh, my God. That was a disgusting spin move. One of the best spin moves I've ever seen. Not only by the CPU, just by anybody. That was an insane spin move. 35-14 in the fourth quarter, by the way. So it looks like it is going to be us versus Georgia for the third time this season. Penn State just doesn't have any answers for him. They can't stop him on defense. They finally got on the board, though, a couple times. But it might be a little too late. Gunnar Stockton's putting up a good game. Fluff Bothwell's got 2 touchdowns. That's incomplete. Missed communication from quarterback and receiver. I don't like how good they're doing on this drive. They're kind of moving the football pretty well right now. Oh, that's to the flat. It's going to be out of bounds. 3rd and 9. It's obvious 4-down territory. Obvious 4-down territory. You're down 28-6 in the college football semifinal. Of course you're going to go for it on 4th down from here on out. They might not need to. Intercept that pass. Oh, somebody's got to get that ball. Somebody's got to. It goes incomplete. It's 4th and 9. This could be the UCLA season right here. I mean, it probably is regardless if they get it or not, but Colin Simmons hits Dampier. He gets it away, though, and Judge Collier knocks it incomplete, and Carolina will take possession. And that is probably the ball game. They've got all their timeouts, but does that really even matter? Especially when August Dave's taking a first down right there on the first play. His risk of injury is pretty high. I wouldn't be surprised if, we see Iheanacho come in. Handoff. Iheanacho will get down to the 43, gain of 1. But let's just keep draining, baby. Would they even call their timeouts? Would they even feel like they have a chance in this game as Iheanacho gets picked up and slammed to the ground? Would they even believe they have a chance to get back in this game? I don't know. Tough to say. I'm not in their shoes. That's Mazeo Bennett. Not a first down. That's 4th down and 3. I kind of assumed he was going to get that, but he didn't do it. So we'll take it to the 2-minute warning, and then we'll probably go for it, I would think. I don't know why I'd kick a field goal here. It's 28-6. If we get it, then we can just continue to run the clock out. Why give another chance to UCLA? Or Mazeo wins down the field and we have a touchdown? No, just take the first down. It's going to be Malik Clark. He gets the first down. I would assume they're not going to call timeouts, so we can just run a couple of run plays, and we can win the Sugar Bowl 20-6. This was an easy game. A very, very simple, straightforward win. UCLA really never gave us any trouble. I mean, Dampier had a couple of sneaky plays where it looked like he was going to be a threat, but the defense was just locked down. We dominated as Iheanacho gets a big first down there, and that's going to be the ball game. That is going to do it here at the All-State Sugar Bowl. We are going to play for a second straight national championship against Georgia for the 3rd time this season. We played them in the regular season, then we played them in the SEC championship, and now we play them again. But this time, it's for all the marbles. It's for a national championship. UCLA will go down. They weren't really ever a threat. UCLA will go down. I can't believe we got to play Georgia for a 3rd time this season. It's a big win for us. It's another trophy in the trophy case. The All-State Sugar Bowl. We already had won one of those last season, though. And let's move on to National Championship Week. Here we go. Show me the matchup. Dylan Stewart wins Defensive Player of the Week because he had that pick, obviously. He also had a sack in the game, too. And there it is. For the 3rd time in one season, Georgia and South Carolina will meet, but this time it's for the biggest prize in football. What's this? This is Program Builder unlocked. Okay, that's always nice to have. I've never really ventured into the Program Builder aspect of coaching, but that could be nice to have. So next episode will be the national title game. Kind of crazy to think about, but it'll be the national title game. We are almost into Elite Recruiter. We just got to get that second top 5 class. Motivator, we are looking pretty good for. We definitely need to buy some more of this stuff. So we want our running backs to get a boost. We want our defensive or linebackers to get a boost. Our DBs to get a boost. And then our wide receivers and tight ends to get a boost. So everybody's going to get an offseason trading boost except for D linemen right now. But if I have enough points, then I'll definitely... we will definitely spend that on the defensive linemen so they can get offseason trading boosts as well. All right, so we're looking pretty good. Next episode is going to be the national championship game. Did we take a look at All-Americans yet? I don't remember, but we'll do that at the end of the next episode. We'll take a look at All-Americans. We're looking pretty sick, though. We are looking pretty sick. National championship against Georgia. Here's the schedule. We played Georgia during the season. We played them week number 9. We beat them 35-14. Then we played them in the SEC championship. We beat them 27-20. So they gave us a little bit of a challenge in that second game, in the SEC title game. But we won both of them. Winning a 3rd game against Georgia would be pretty awesome. Can we do it? We'll have to find out in the next episode. If you enjoyed this one, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more. Join the Juice Club. Thank you so much. Stop by and watch. I truly appreciate it. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.